Hey guys, this is Annie Noodle, and I am here to tell you about an adventure that started almost 5 months ago, which is when I recorded this footage of me hunting for the wily black walnut. So last fall, I decided to finally give making black walnut ink a try, and I am lucky enough that one of my neighbors has a tree and said I could just take whatever I wanted to, which you can see there's plenty there. And one of the nice things I think about these kind of projects is it gets me outside to enjoy the fall weather. And I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I really feel like seasons just blow by and I almost don't notice that they pass. So speaking of passing seasons, it is now winter in this footage, obviously, and you can see that the squirrels have been at my black walnut stash, which I can't really blame them for that, can I? And now this footage is from this spring, when I finally got around to actually start making ink. Ew. So here's what I'm working on my kitchen floor. This is my dining room, and I'm getting like snapped together flooring put in over this because this has asbestos in it, so I don't want to deal with ripping it up. And yes, I'm wearing Crocs again. And then this is my kitchen floor, and this might look bad to you, and I get that, but this is actually really nice hardwood. I am so excited about this. Yeah, but unfortunately, I have to rip up the floor above it, which is a pain. So here's my tile. You can see I've been ripping up the tile, and then this is the underlayment, and I have to rip that up too, and it's all been in here long enough that it's screwed down and nailed down with like rusty things that I can't get out. So this is like what it ends up looking like as I'm ripping it out. It's a mess. And then it goes like underneath my stove and my fridge, of course, which, you know, makes sense, but I am not looking forward to moving those. But that's why you haven't been hearing from me as much as usual. Also, like, if any of you want to come help me, feel free. So, I know that some of you have your own channels, and you'll understand my pain when I just confess that I have spent the last hour fighting with the audio on this video. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I lost half of the voiceover that I'd recorded, so this is going to be extra weird now. So you can just see that I have been testing the walnut ink, and I think I was chatting about how I want to try putting some rusty iron nails in with some of my ink because that can make it darker and blacker, and that sounds kind of interesting. I did end up with 2 like full pickle jars of black walnut ink, so I have lots of room for experimentation. And here's a shot of my mid-process kitchen disaster. Huh. Huh. I forgot I put that in there. So, and this is just what a black walnut looks like, in case you wanted to know and you haven't seen one before. They're just like a regular walnut, only a little bit smaller. Yeah? Really? Oh. And so here I actually start drawing with the black walnut ink, and I am doing it on this paper that I got because I got a commission from one of my friends, and I wanted to kind of put this paper through some paces to make sure it was going to hold up okay while I am doing art for him. And yeah, I think the paper is actually pretty good. It's a little bit smaller than I thought it was when I ordered it because I was not paying close enough attention. And in case, anybody's wondering, this is not a how to make walnut ink video. This is really just like a, um, here's a look at the last 5 months of my life, and also I'm making walnut ink and then drawing with it kind of video. I also played around with different nibs because I just don't use them that much. And yeah, so I don't know what I'm doing. I do like this one. It's a little bit more scratchy than the one that I end up using more, which sadly holds less ink. So, but that's fine. I think they're all just like the little cheapy starter kit nibs you can get at like Michael's that I've had forever. So, and then I just started going in with a paintbrush too. Just again to see what the paper can do and what I can accomplish just using black walnut ink. And I love the color of it. I've always really loved the color of it. I think I want to get some rusty nails and put those in some of my ink to see how much darker I can get it, because that's one way you can darken ink is with rust. And just so you know, if you ever decide to make your own black walnut ink, which by the way, it's really not a hard process, so I recommend it. It is not light fast, and it really isn't. It's very staining on you though. So if you have noticed in my videos the last few weeks, I keep talking about how gross my fingers look. Yeah, it's because I made black walnut ink and I didn't use gloves because I was out of them. Yeah, my bad. So yeah, I had really grungy looking hands for a couple weeks. So yeah, if that's a thing you care about, make sure that you have gloves when you make ink. Don't be like Annie. And then I just started putting in a bunch of little, kind of leafy looking folk art doodly doos. And then I wanted to see if I put a second layer over the walnut ink if it would get darker. And it does a little bit, but it really doesn't, it's not permanent. It's really easy to wipe out your lines. So keep that in mind too if you ever have a chance to play with it. Um, I love all of the subtle browns that you get with walnut ink, although I do eventually add other things onto this painting because, like I said, I really wanted to kind of put it through its paces a little bit. And I've got mushrooms on my mind because I am getting involved, I think, in a mushroom project that I am not saying anything else about, but it involves mushrooms and a project. So, you might see a lot more mushroom art coming up on my channel, which, I don't know, I love mushrooms, so yeah. So I started going in with I have a platinum sepia, I think. It's one of the brown colors of platinum, which platinum carbon is the ink that most people know from platinum that is a pigment water resistant ink. So, but water resistant inks are only water resistant once they're dry, so I was able to come back in with some clean water and kind of smudge it, which is what I'm doing here to get some interesting variation in value. The platinum brown ink is probably my favorite ink ever. The carbon black is really nice too, but I don't know. I hated brown growing up. I thought it was really boring and kind of off-putting, and now I just love browns. So I don't know what this says about me. So all of this right here I am doing with the platinum brown ink that I have, which I highly recommend. And it is definitely a waterproof once it is dry, and it is a pigment ink, so it is in theory light fast. I am naturally distrustful at this point, so I haven't done a test, but I know other people have, and so I feel fairly confident saying it's light fast. And I usually just work on my sketchbook anyway, so there you go. But yeah, I really liked the additional range of values and tones that I got when I started using the mushroom illustration that I was doing. I am so all over the place today, you guys, and this video is all over the place, and I am really sorry. Like, even more so than usual, it feels really disjointed, and it is what it is. I really wanted to say, though, like I said, it is my year anniversary when this video comes out, and I love putting YouTube videos out. Like, I have met so many really awesome people through YouTube, and every time somebody leaves a comment, it just makes my day. And I know that there's a bunch of new subs that I have, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Like, to me, it's just getting together with my friends and like talking about art and showing each other our art stuff. And I just love it here. I am going to try to start posting a little bit more on Instagram again, though, but I really love YouTube, and that's because of you guys. So thank you so much for watching my videos and hanging out with me. What else did I want to say? Oh, yeah. So if you looked at my community tab, which you should, there is a picture that I just posted of sparkly Muth stickers that I just made. So I got a really nice printer for like my home printing business, and I got sticker paper with a gift card that I got for Amazon, and I got a whole bunch of different kinds. And I have to say, I wouldn't normally get like holographic sticker paper because it's just not something that I'm super into. And like, to me, that's like well, if I like regular sticker paper, I'll try the other stuff later. But no. Go look at my community tab and see the sparkly Muth stickers. And the reason that I am making stickers is because I set up a Ko-fi account, and I'm going to have like a kind of a digital tier where you can subscribe to get like reference photos and coloring book pages that'll be different every month. And then I'll have like a physical tier too, so that you can get like a print mailed to you and some stickers, and those will be different every month. And I think I'm eventually planning on that being like an exclusive to my supporters thing, although I don't know. I don't know if anybody's going to do it at first, so I hesitate to say that's going to be exclusive. Yeah, anyways, I'll figure that out. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. I know I've had other people saying that they wanted to be able to support me and get access to more of my weird art stuff. And yeah. What else do I need to say? You can see that I went in with some watercolor there too. Just some gold and some green and a little bit of blue and purple in the shadows, because shadows are fun. And then I decided to put the scientific name of this mushroom on here in very sad kind of, I know there are people who can do really nice like copper plate handwriting and it's gorgeous. I'm just not that person, so I fake it. Yeah. So I will put a link to my Ko-fi in case you guys are interested in joining that. I will. Oh my goodness, I have to actually get that set up today then. Yeah, I'm doing it. Okay. So I'll get that set up today, and if you guys want to join, that would be awesome. There is also just a tip jar in case you want to do that. So here is the finished mushrooms, and I'd love to know what you guys think of them. I am very happy with how they turned out, and this paper is actually pretty fun. It's very fabric feeling. Stay tuned if you want to see me be very startled by a pileated woodpecker. See you guys next week. Bye-bye. So I really need for you guys I don't know what that was. So I really need for you guys to see the absolute... Oh my gosh, it's a pillar.